this is Charlie Brown. I think. Oh, yeah, it is. I can tell because he got the yellow shirt. That's how you know it. He's the manager of the baseball team, even though he's not good. And they have never won a game. And he needs to change it. So, Lucy says, Lucy is the worst player on the team. I'm thinking of making some changes, Charlie Brown says. What kind of changes, Lucy asks. I'm going to trade some players, Charlie Brown tells her. A few trades can make our team much better. That's a great idea, Lucy says. Why don't you trade yourself? That's a silly joke because he's so bad at baseball. So Charlie calls the candy called Peppermint Patty. That doesn't make much sense for a human name, but that's okay. So that's just what her name is. Would you like to trade any players, he asks. I don't know, Chuck, she says. The only good player you have is the little kid with the big nose. You mean Snoopy? Charlie Brown says. Oh no, I was thinking more of Lucy. Charlie Brown hears a click. Peppermint Patty has hung up. But that is not a good one. That is not the good phone etiquette. Because if you know anything, you do not hang up without saying bye. Okay? That is the takeaway of this lesson. And then, I gotta flip the pages. The next day, Charlie Brown tells Linus about the phone call. And just so you know, Linus is the one with the blue blanket. Because he's a widow. So, Peppermint Patty only wants Snoopy. I told her no, but maybe I was wrong. Linus is so surprised. You can see it on his face. You would trade your own dog just to win a few ball games? He said. Charlie Brown's eyes grew wide. That's like so big. Big eyeballs, yeah, I knew it. Win, he said. Have you ever noticed what a beautiful word that is? Win, win, win. I want to win is what he says. Right. The next day, Charlie Brown calls the candy Peppermint Patty again. I still think it's a weird name. And he says, I'll trade Snoopy, he says. Great, Peppermint Patty says. I'll give you 5 players for Snoopy. It's a deal. Charlie Brown hangs up the phone. Good grief. I've traded away my own dog, Charlie Brown thinks. I've become a real manager. That is a mean one. You gotta include the everybody's, okay? You gotta be nice. That's another takeaway from the lesson. Peppermint Patty has the contract ready for Charlie Brown to sign. Oh, I don't know how to sign contracts. Comment below if you know how, because I'm so bad at it. I don't even know how to spell Mr. I lost my place. Hang on. Charlie Brown is nervous. Try not to let your hand shake so much when you sign the contract, Chuck, Peppermint Patty says. Charlie Brown has to tell Snoopy. Oh no, I forget to say that Snoopy is the dog. I'm sorry. Oopsie. This is hard for me to say. I've traded you for 5 new players. Please don't hate me, Snoopy. Blah, 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 blah. That's a funny one. Snoopy responds. Charlie Brown tells school the news. I don't know the word. I think it's Schroeder. Yeah, that's a good one. Schroeder is shocked. You traded your own dog, he said. Does winning a ball game mean that much to you? I don't know. I've never won a ball game, Charlie Brown replies. Linus is upset. I don't even want to talk to you, Charlie Brown, he says. Charlie Brown does not say a word. And stop breathing on my blanket, Linus yells. See, I told you so. He's the kid with the blue blanket, and he carries it everywhere. He is so obsessive. Charlie Brown runs back to Snoopy's doghouse. I was wrong, he says to Snoopy. I could never trade you. Look, the deal is off. He ripped up the contract in front of Snoopy. Suddenly, Peppermint Patty appears at his side. She sees the ripped-up contract. I guess you got my message, Chuck, she says. The deal is off. Those players said they would quit baseball before they played on your team. Oh, sorry, Chuck. I hope you're not too angry, Peppermint Patty said. I'm crushed, Charlie Brown says, but he does not really mean it. He's thrilled, and so is Snoopy. Snoopy is so happy he starts dancing. But in the picture, they both start dancing, so... Meanwhile, Peppermint Patty has a problem with her team, too. Marcy is her right fielder. She is as bad as Lucy. I hate baseball, Marcy shouts. Peppermint Patty calls Charlie Brown with an idea. I'll trade you Marcy for Lucy, she says. Great, Charlie Brown says. I'll trade Lucy for anyone. You traded me for Marcy? Lucy says. You made a terrible deal. Marcy is awful. No, it's a good idea, Charlie Brown says. Peppermint Patty threw in a pizza. Marcy loves being on Charlie Brown's team. There is just one problem. She never leaves the pitcher's mound. The pitcher's mound is the big brown clump of dirt. So that's a boring one. She likes being close to Charlie Brown. Marcy, you're supposed to be a right fielder, Charlie Brown says. I'm happier when I'm near you, Charles, Marcy tells him. I've always been fond of you. Lucy isn't working out for Peppermint Patty either. Just keep your eye on the ball, she tells Lucy. So Lucy stares at the ball in Peppermint Patty's hand. It's hard to keep my eye on the ball when you keep moving it around, Lucy says. Later that night, Peppermint Patty calls Charlie Brown. You need to take Lucy back, Chuck, Peppermint Patty says. Why? Asks Charlie Brown. Lucy's the worst player I've ever had, Peppermint Patty tells him. But I already ate the pizza, Charlie Brown says. That's not a good one. Charlie Brown tells Marcy she's been traded back to Peppermint Patty's team. Marcy's sad the deal is over. I guess I wasn't much help, Marcy says to Charlie Brown. I didn't score a single goal. Charlie Brown doesn't bother telling Marcy goals are in soccer, not baseball. Oh, you gotta know your stuff when you're in a sport. It's Lucy's first game back on Charlie Brown's team. She's holding an umbrella, even though it's like not even raining. But the ball bounces off the umbrella. It's not even raining, shouts Charlie Brown. See, I told you, I predicted it. Not yet, Lucy says. Suddenly it starts to pour. The entire team runs for cover except for Charlie Brown. Oh no. Why is Lucy freaking out? Lucy is doing the freaking out, but she had an umbrella a second ago. What the heck's happened? Charlie Brown is getting soaked, but he doesn't care. His team is back together, and they can't lose a game. It's a rain out. Oh, the end. That's a good one. Tomorrow we're going to read You Gotta Rock, Charlie Brown, because that's not a good one either. But I hope you liked the video, and you got to click the button that's red, and it says, like, sub something. I don't even remember. Goodbye! Oh, I am Mr. Moose.